Thanks for staying here on Joy News Desk. Now let's go back to the Taifa-Burkina community where we heard that 2 people were killed yesterday. Eyewitnesses say one of them was shot and the other was butchered by a mob. My colleague Maxwell Agbagba is currently in the area. Hello, Maxwell.
Hello, Ben.
Now, what are you picking up from the ground? You are in the area right now. What are the people telling you, residents?
Well, Bennett, we left the community some few. We are headed to the Medina police station where we hear the suspect in this is currently being held in police custody. He was formerly at the Pavina district police station, but because the tension was rising there in that area, they had to move him to the Medina police station. And as it stands right now, we are headed to the Medina police station. But earlier, when we were in the community, we've been speaking to the police and we're speaking to some eyewitnesses. Essentially, the issue is about 2 men who were fighting over a woman. So what started as a disagreement between the 2 people, only identified as Yao, and then also popularly known as Rasta, escalated into the violence resulting in the death of 2 people. Sometime around, we gathered from the residents that sometime around 2 p.m. yesterday, one of the drivers was actually at a shop belonging to the lady in contention. The other driver, whose name is Rasta, came to the shop, which is a boutique, and then met the other gentleman there at the shop. So then Rasta rushed back to his house. So when he went back to home, he came back with a friend who was carrying a petrol, and he also carried on himself a pump-action gun. He started shooting sporadically when he arrived at the where his other rival was also present at the time. So shooting into the air resulted in what would a gunfight. But he actually stopped the gentleman. Not really a gunfight between the 2, but sporadically, and that resulted in the death of his other rival, who is known as Yao. In fact, speaking to the police commander, he tells me that they've been able to bring calm to the area. In fact, when you go there, there's calm. The residents are going about their normal duties. Police commander, regional police commander, Osabaima or Warrior Side, tells me that they don't fear that there will be any reprisal, attack, because it's just a feud between 2 people who are fighting over a woman. The police officers actually took us to the second scene where Rasta's friend was lynched by an angry mob. So when the residents sensed that, got the information that they had actually killed his rival, whose name is Yaoba, they got incensed by that action and also beat Rasta's friend to death. They hit him with some pistols and some other clubs and some other things. The police took us to the scene, and you can actually see so that was used in measuring Rasta's friend. We gathered that at the time that the resident pounced on him and then beat him to death, he was actually a gallon of petrol. So they took that gallon of petrol away from him and then pounced on him, beat him until he died.
All right, Maxwell, please just pause there a bit for me. Just a bit of clarity here.
Okay.
These 2 men who were fighting over the lady are not the ones who were killed.
One of them was actually killed.
Okay.
So there are 2 people involved, the 2 men fighting over the lady. One of them is called Gideon, who is the Rasta man we understand. Okay. And then the other one is called Yao Ba. So Yao Ba is the one who is dead right now. He was shot by Rasta.
Okay.
So after residents got information that Rasta had murdered Yao Ba, that was when he also pounced on his friend who accompanied him to commit the heinous crime. That's when they pounced on him and then beat him to death.
All right, Maxwell, so you've been speaking to the police. You're actually heading to the Medina police station now, but have any arrests been made so far?
Yes, as it stands right now, the fact that, I think the police know that he was the one who committed the crime, but as it stands right now, we still call him a suspect. He's still in the custody of the police in a police station. And as I mentioned earlier, we are heading to the Medina police station to also see if we can speak to him and find out from him what really triggered Taifa-Burkina police station, where the lady in question is also currently being. The police officers are speaking to her, trying to get her statement, to get her side of the story. She says when she sensed the danger, when issues started escalating, she ran from the scene in a taxi and headed to another place. So she came back later, and that was when she got the information that 2 people have been killed as a result of the feud that she fled from.
All right. Thank you very much, Maxwell. But we'll touch base with you later when you get to the Medina police station to see what other information we can pick up from there as well. But still on issues of alleged murder, the La Police Command is investigating the death of a 30-year-old woman allegedly butchered by her husband, who is on the run. The distraught family of the murdered woman is calling on the police to arrest the prime suspect, her husband.
The body had already been taken away by the police at the time the news team arrived. Relatives of the murdered 30-year-old were gathered trying to come to terms with what has befallen them. A relative, Jan Martinson, narrated the sad story to Joy News.
Yeah, I think at about 11:25 thereabout, I've got a seaman friend who came to eat here. And he called me that he's around here. If possible, I can come and see him because we had a job doing at the Presex Secondary School. And so on my way coming, that's when I had a noise here. And it wasn't much of Egbemi, but you see, the Egbemi comes very faint. Though I went closer, later I got to the opposite side here to tell the owner of the room sister that your brother is fighting with the wife. And so if possible, you could go there and then settle them.
Gory images of the butchered woman were recorded on the phones of witnesses who arrived at the scene before the body was conveyed to the police hospital morgue for autopsy. Blood-soaked clothes of the victim were also found at the scene of the gory incident. Na Anyoko Ajay's report for Joy News.
My colleague Na Anyoko Ajay, who actually broke the story, is in that community now. Hello, Na.
Hello.
Hello, now. Good morning. Now, you've been speaking to the victim's father. What has he been telling you?
Yes, currently we are at the police station called. The victim's father is saying the police said no one should give details of the issue. So we are currently at the Labadi police station.
Okay.
Trying to find out from the police, yes, what the situation is. So we are going to talk to the police commander for now. But for now, nothing new.
Okay, there's nothing new. All right. We'll come back to you later. Now, Anyoko Ajay is in the body now, trying to follow up on this particular incident where a husband is alleged to have butchered his wife. But let's move away from the Greater Accra region because there's heavy security presence at Alavanyo in the Volta region following the death of a 13-year-old boy, Prince Kwakuche, yesterday. It's not clear who the assailants are, but correspondent Ivy Setaji reports the boy and his family were attacked by gunmen at their residence. Other members of the family who sustained injuries are currently receiving treatment at the government hospital there. This comes 2 weeks after a 16-year-old student was shot at neighboring Nkonya. It is, however, unclear if the latest development is linked to the conflict between the two towns, Alavanyo and Nkonya, I mean. We'll be going shortly to the area for some updates. You're watching Joy News Desk with me, Benis Abubeidu. Please stay with us for more.